Welcome back. I'm Scott. Here are the bricks. Let's go to review. Today we have the Wombo combo itself, 76910, the Aston Martin Valkrie AMR Pro, and the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 Speed Champion set. Let's dig into this shit. Well, here they are. Here is the Vantage GT3, and this is the Valkrie AMR Pro. For 592 pieces, you get two lovely additions to your Speed Champion collection. Retails for a price about $44, which I think is a $4 over what it should be. You know, I like a good deal, and Speed Champions are a really good deal for Lego builders, so that extra $4 does bother me a little bit. Call inflation, who knows. But I bought this actually for $35 on sale from Lego during a discount, I believe. Not Black Friday, but the weekend before that for Double VIP. I went ahead and got this out because I wanted it for a little while. I don't really care much for Aston Martin, but I really like this Vantage GT3. And I don't really buy the double packs because, again, it depends on them. I kind of see if they are worth the value of it. Sometimes they aren't. And I felt like this one was $4 overpriced, so I went ahead and picked it up anyway. And overall, I'm very pleased. We're going to go ahead and dig into the minifigures first and then get into the cars. So let's go. As always, you get your minifigure for your basic Speed Champion set, and this one comes with two because it's a Wombo combo set. We have one for the Valkyrie and one for the Vantage. Starting with the Valkyrie, I think this is a cooler one. You have a lovely AMR racing suit done in a dark bluish gray. Ooh, didn't put her pants on tight enough. And then we have that lovely lining here with the lime green and the black and the stitching and the AMR emblem. I really love this jumpsuit. We have some printing on the front of the legs, not on the sides of the back, but back printing and front printing as well. And black hands complete it with the gloves. She does come with a lovely chrome plated tool, which is very nice to have. Usually we get the black one, so you know, the chrome is a very nice addition to it. And for the helmet, we get a basic Speed Champion helmet as always, and a nice smirking face. Nothing on the back, but we do have a wonderful bob haircut, which I really enjoy. The coconut head haircut is what I prefer to call it as. And I think it just looks lovely. It looks really European. It gives off that aesthetic, so I really enjoy this. I'm going to keep her helmet on. I like the helmets on all my racers. And that's what you get for the Valkyrie, so she's pretty good. And on this side, for the Vantage GT3, we have a lovely lime green, same printing as the other one, just different colors. Instead of lime green highlights, we get the wonderful chrome silver ones, and then that nice little dark forest green. But this is for the Vantage. It has a lime green AMR suits with printing on the legs, nothing on the back, and just back and front printing on the body, black gloves as always. And we have a male for this one with wonderful little glasses, and he comes with a normal, I guess I'm going to call this more of a full hawk, kind of like a generic guy kind of look. And that's all he gets for that. No accessories for this one, sadly. We only get one, and it's for her, which that's okay, because how many of those wrenches can I possibly own for Speed Champions? I have a lot, and they all come with one. So that's pretty much it for the Speed Champion minifigures here for the set. Not really exciting, except for the AMR jumpsuits. So let's go into the sets themselves, starting off with the Vantage. And rolling on in here is the Vantage GT3, which I think is one of the more impressive looking Speed Champion sets we've had so far. It really does capture the Vantage GT3 very well in Lego form. We do have a lot of studs on the top, not as clear as the 512M, sorry, not as smooth as the 512M, but that's okay. I think it still captures all the curves and all the looks of the Vantage GT3 very well. That being said, the Vantage GT3 is the racing version of the Aston Martin Vantage, and it comes with a V12 twin turbocharged engine. Very awesome. I think it's 400 horsepower, and it sells for about $950,000 if I remember correctly. It still races today, which is pretty cool, and Lego did a good job. So starting off, we're going to go with the back here. One of my favorite parts of it, ooh, hear that wonderful turn, is this wonderful wing in the back, which does fold on these wonderful hinge plates right here. Has a sticker for the Aston Martin Racing, which I really enjoy. A lot of stickers on this, by the way, like over 30. So it's kind of a pain in the ass for people who don't like stickers, but you know what? It gets the job done. I really enjoyed this back diffuser here with some more sticker work on that. I love the AMR sticker right there. And on this tail light, which looks awesome, we have a little Aston Martin printed on a 1x2 plate, which is really cool. The back is very impressive with all looks. And then on the side here, we have some more stickers. And some of my least favorite stickers were actually a pain in the ass because you had to do it kind of backwards and upside down on this for these little side skirts, which is okay. But you can tell I'm not the best with that. So I tried really hard for that one. Took me a few hits, but I just couldn't get it. The rims are very basic for Speed Champions, nothing spectacular, and we have our normal fenders on that as well. On the bottom here, we do have some upside down plating, which is kind of weird. Studs are facing down, but okay, I'll take it. And then on the front end here, oof, aggression, oof, aggression, oof, aggression, and it just looks mean. 2 printed pieces for the headlights, very awesome. Sticker going forth. We have the nice air vents right here for the heat to come out of the engine bay, really wonderful. The other side is just the same as the other one, and I just love this front end. Isn't that just beautiful? And then right here, for the insides, you have a movable canopy top, which is wonderful. Has printing on it for Aston Martin Racing. And then the inside, we have more of that lime green for the headrest of the seats. You can fit 2 minifigures in here, just like in the actual car. And you have your wonderful little sticker for the command module. I think that is a stick shift added to it. No, actually, it's not a stick shift because this is a dual clutch, if I remember correctly. Uses the paddles on the side. And then right here is the steering wheel as normal. So, you know, the minifigure fits in there very well. You can close the hood on them. No real complaints on that. It's just a well-made set, and I think it's really cool for a Speed Champions. Like I said, probably one of the top ones on there. The stickers can be troublesome because there's more than 30 on this thing, but it really does pay homage to the Vantage GT3 very well. And it's such a low profile, and it just looks mean. I love the dark bluish gray and the wonderful lime green and the black. It just brings everything together. The stickers do have a little bit of miscoloring in some places. You can see where it does not blend in with the dark bluish gray as well. Doesn't look that bad on camera, but it is a slightly off, which is kind of weird there. And that's about it for the Vantage GT3. Let's move on to the Valkryie. Rolling in hot is the Valkryie AMR Pro. And I'm going to start off with saying that the Vantage GT3 is the better build out of this set. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due. The Valkryie here pushes the limitations of Speed Champions and really tries to deliver something unique in the building experience for a very unique car. And I'll explain this. So let's pull in that Vantage GT3. Okay. With the Vantage GT3, we have a very basic formula for design for Speed Champions, which is we take a normal car chassis and we build a model on it. You start with the rear end, you go with the front end. All Speed Champions are pretty much the same. But when you have the Valkryie, you don't, and we'll show you what I mean by this by flipping it over. So as you can tell from this beautiful underside of the car, with these wonderful flat tiles which are upside down, you don't have the normal car chassis that all Speed Champions have. Instead, you have these 2 click plates that kind of hold everything together, as you have 3 sections of the car. You have the front end, the rear end, and the mid section, which is pretty cool. That being said, in return, you have a wonderful looking rendition of the Valkryie from Aston Martin. And it's actually a very long set. Let's bring the Aston Martin back. And as you can tell, spoiler by spoiler here, the Valkryie is about a Lego foot longer than the Vantage GT3. It's actually longer than the 512M. Let's bring that in too, which is just about a little bit longer than the 512M, which I love this car, but the Valkryie AMR Pro does get it where it can. All right, let's get that out of the picture. So the Valkryie AMR Pro is actually, this car is designed based on the concept version of the car that was shown in car shows before the AMR Pro came out later on. The Valkryie is the F1 for the everyman if you can pay $3 million for the budget. So instead of $3 million, we're paying $35 to get this in Lego form. It's very awesome. I believe it has over 1,000 horsepower, which is really impressive, and it's very much what it is. It's just an F1 car for the everyman. So, that being said, you're not really getting the AMR Pro that we will see a lot on racetracks or from independent racers or even from people who can afford it. Instead, you're getting the actual concept version, which is kind of weird that they would do the concept version, not the actual F1, but whatever. So this AMR Pro is pretty cool. You do have the lovely lime green here, which tries to have the curvatures of this very wonderful aerodynamic car. I think it does an okay job. It does. It's not really that stable. You can kind of push them in and out. So I'll show that what I mean by that a little bit later as we dig into it. So, you know, it gets the job done. These lime wedge plates right here aren't really my favorite. They can come off very easily, but it is what it is. It kind of does what it needs to do. It's just not really stable, but that's okay. Studsy, it's not that studsy. It is kind of very smooth. You do have a little stud action here and there. The spoiler here in the back is unique, not my favorite thing. I really do love these chrome plated exhaust tips for the car. You have a wonderful little, what is that? You do have a wonderful clear translucent 1x2 plate here for the back of it, and then you have a normal little taillights on the back, which it's okay. I say normal, but it's not as fantastic as the Vantage GT3 with all that nice little pizzazz it gives into the design. But on the side sections here, we have some wonderful new printed wheels here, which are actually just the concept ones as well. Again, you're not really using any of the normal ones you would get for Speed Champion, so that's kind of different, but we do have the prototype instead, which are interesting. If you haven't seen the photo, look it up. I think I'll put it in the video for you for a little side view comparison, but it is a very interesting car for the actual concept. So for the sides here, we have these two little flaps, which are very loose, as you can tell. I don't like them. They're using these very clear hinge plates on the bottom here, you can see, and it hangs onto that, and they move up and down on that nice little cylinder piece, which is actually not a cylinder piece right there, but you can kind of see the cylinder piece, but it moves up and down right there, and when do so, it pops up that little plate right here, which comes great annoyance with. So when you're not doing that, everything else is pretty sturdy else in the set. It does kind of blend in to give it the more of that aerodynamic look. Not my favorite part of the set, probably my least favorite part of the build. Again, credit where credit is due. They're trying to do something different. They're trying to bring this car to life, so they're doing as much as they can with weird building techniques all wrapped up. Now in the front here with the bonnet / hood, you have two wonderful printed headlights, which are always wonderful. Some more stickers, which actually kind of blend in well with the set. A little bit there, a little bit there. I try to get as clear and as straight as possible, you know. And then I love the intake right here for the air as it comes in with this nice little scoop, which is wonderful. Isn't that cool? Aggression all around. Okay, so we have a wonderful newly made little here canopy, which the Valkryie printed on the top, which is cool. Goes right there. Comes on with it with those two little studs 1x2 here plate right there. That's kind of cool if I say so myself. Not really anything spectacular. Very loose. Again, this whole set's kind of very loose. And in the inside here we have two red seats, which it does set two people. And we have this normal steering wheel and a nice little command plate right here, which I really like for the console, which is actually focused. There we go. Nice little console plate right here, which is a sticker as well. There aren't as many stickers on here as they are with the Vantage GT3, so that's a given. And earlier, remember I was saying about how those plates were kind of loose? Yeah, that's what I meant by that. That's just, I don't know. Very loosey-goosey, and we all should care about that. I think they should make a little more sturdiness to the set. Okay, the last main point to talk about is this back end here. This car is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive, and I think that is really cool because on the actual rear end of it, you have that wonderful blade with the Valkyrie stickers on these two sides, and then more stickers right here, and then just some normal slope parts here to finish off the aerodynamics of the car. So yes, it is unique, and I do applaud them for trying their best to capture this wonderful $3 million F1 everyman car. But I do give more credit to the Vantage GT3 for being just a better, you know, it sticks to the formula, but it's just a better, more well-rounded design. It's very sturdy, not a lot of pieces are flopping around except for the tail wing on that one, but that's okay. This set is just, you know, pretty decent. I don't hate it, but it, you know, gets the job done. So that's it for the Valkryie AMR Pro. Let's go to the wrap-up here. Well, overall, it's actually a very decent double pack. I think for $44, you know, it should be $40, you get a very basic Speed Champion, and you get a really awesome experimentation for a Speed Champion set, which is really solid. I mean, you get something that's different, and it breaks up the build, so you're not building the same set twice. You're building one that follows the same formula as others, but you get something different that you get to wet your whistle with and, you know, get yourself more excited for more increasingly difficult builds and introduce more ideas to what Speed Champions could be and where it could go when it comes to building instead of just using the same car chassis anymore. So with that being said, yeah, no, this Aston Martin set is very cool, especially if you're an Aston Martin fan for AMR, that you get two very legendary cars with them, very recent legendary cars with them, and I think you just get two overall really solid builds. And the minifigure selection's okay, basic for Lego Speed Champions. I kind of wish he had another wrench, to be honest with you. I understand there's a lot of about that, but I do think he should have a wrench as well. So for $44, I think set number 76910, the Aston Martin Valkryie AMR Pro and the Vantage GT3 is very good. You should get this set. It's very good for Speed Champion collectors. It's very awesome. Go pick it up. And that pretty much wraps up our review. I'm Scott, those were the bricks, and this was the review. So thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and thank you for commenting. I love to talk to all you guys in the comment section. I really love Legos and love talking about it with you guys. And if you have any questions or concerns or have any requests, hit me up. I'm more than happy to oblige to that. So thanks for tuning in, and let's hope for more. Thanks.